Good afternoon, Riga. Good afternoon, Latvia. It's great to be here in Riga's Porsche Center. I must say, one of my favorite cars, famous for building the best cars, and here we have the best fighters, so it's very symbolic to be somewhere like this today. It's an amazing opportunity to discuss and to present the final for the biggest, greatest prize in boxing, the wonderful Muhammad Ali Trophy, which has been flown in today. We saw at the end of last year two not only historic finals, but two historic fights, which generations from now, children, grandchildren will be talking about who like boxing. If you looked at the Inoue Donaire final in Japan, we had over 9 million viewers in Tokyo alone witnessing probably the greatest fight in the last 10 years, definitely the greatest fight of last year. The month before, we were in the O2 in London, 19,000 screaming fans which were witnessing the absolute epic final between Regis Progress and Josh Taylor. Seeing Josh Taylor lift the Ali Trophy, become the man to beat in the super lightweight division. And now, from Tokyo to London to Riga, we present the two greatest cruiserweights on the planet at the moment, the two greatest sportsmen at this division, two guys who've been up there, done it all before, two-time world champions. I don't think I need to sell it much more than that. You're going to see an absolute war on March 21. The tickets are flying. We had a pre-sale yesterday. We expect to sell out within hours, if not days, and it's going to be an epic event. I think you could talk about Latvian sports history. I know you have a very rich sports history, especially in amateur sports. Of course, you have the Hockey World Championships, but this is second to none. There won't be any event in memory that Latvia has hosted, which will have the eyes of the planet more on it than March 21st and the Muhammad Ali Trophy final. Let's say we're very proud of it at the WBSS. The first time we came here a couple of years ago, we said we're going to turn this place into the Las Vegas of Europe, and I think we have delivered some amazing events. When I think about the Usyk fight, of course the Blavatsky fight, the dramatic 3 rounds or 4 rounds, I can't remember now, it was such a dramatic experience. But here we are, the final, and you know, for me and for us at the WBSS, we're just so proud to be working with these two great athletes, putting on this great thing, all in the name of Muhammad Ali, the greatest of the sport and the greatest prize in boxing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kalle. Let's begin with you, Juniel. How does it feel to be back in Riga?
Bueno, primeramente le doy las gracias a Dios.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lavia. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for this opportunity to be here today.
Darle las gracias a Web Boxing supersērijas, a Web Boxing Caribe Promotion, a todas las personas lindas que vinieron a ver esta conferencia de prensa hoy aquí.
We would like to thank the World Boxing Super Series for this opportunity once again. You know, Kelly, his whole team, his boxing promotional company, Caribe Promotions, everybody that's here today supporting this boxing event.
Quiero decirle que me siento como si estuviera en mi casa y nada, le doy las gracias a todos por venir hoy y nos veremos el 21 para que vean nuevas cosas del knockout.
I'm excited to be here today. You know, it's exciting to be here once again in Lavia. I feel like I'm at home from my last performance and my last fight that I had here. I look forward to having everybody here coming and support, and thank you for being here today. Come Saturday, March 21st, we'll see a few more things. We'll see you at the KO doctor.
And last time in Riga, Dortikoss, you produced the knockout of the year. What's your prediction for this fight?
En junio, la última pelea, tú produciste el knockout del año 2019, ¿cuál es tu predicción de esta pelea?
Bueno, dile que mi predicción yo se la voy a dar el 21, una semana antes de la pelea, y nada, yo le tengo su regalo.
My prediction is going to be very simple, you know. Come Saturday, March 21st, you'll see what prediction will be. Like I mentioned before already, I have a little gift for Briedis. Come the 21st for his birthday, so he will get it that day.
And what's the gift?
That's when you first you will know.
All right. And what would it mean for you to win the Muhammad Ali Trophy?
Bueno, significa muchas cosas, ya que Muhammad Ali es histórico y en realidad ese trofeo me pertenece a mí y de verdad que voy a quedar, eso va a ser algo histórico. Me van a llamar como Muhammad Ali el día de mañana.
Muhammad Ali is somebody that, it's an icon of the sport. Tom Briedis, it's going to be an honor, and I'm humbled to be part of this tournament and to be crowned as, the World Boxing Super Series, the Muhammad Ali Trophy recipient. That trophy right there has my name. I'm going to take it home with me, and I'm going to make history, and I'll take its legacy moving forward for Muhammad Ali.
Thanks, Dortikoss. Let's move on to you, Maris. What can we expect on March 21?
Es domāju, labi cīņa, jo pretinieks ir labs. Es ceru, ka nav balonūte, jo mēs gatavamies ļoti spēcīgi, kā vienmēr, ar savu komandu spēcīgo. Paldies Dievam, ka cīņa būs Rīgā. Tas ir ļoti nozīmīgi priekš manī. Un arī dod papildus motivāciju un atbildību.
I believe we can expect a great fight because my opponent is a great fighter. I hope he's not just a loudspeaker. I'm very pleased that the fight is taking place in Riga. It gives additional let's say weight on my shoulders, but I'm happy to be here. We are preparing with my team, with my great team, so we will be ready.
And Dortikoss has talked about a possible KO when he arrived yesterday, and he has a gift for you on March 21. What is your response to that scenario?
Nezinu, ja mēs tagad tā runājam, tad kādreiz man iesauga bija traumatologs. Tad satiksies 2 doktori droši vien Rīgā. Ko es varu pateikt par dāvanu, lai viņš neaizmirst IBF jostu paņemt līdzi.
What can I say? My nickname used to be, I don't know the correct word in English, injury doctor, maybe someone here knows exactly how it's called, but basically the doctor that deals with injuries. So we'll be facing 2 doctors in the ring. Let's see who ends up on top.
Thanks, Maris. And the same question for you regarding this big shiny trophy. What would it mean for you to win it?
Ko nozīmē? Tad liels vērts būt Latvijai, bet, lai uzvarētu, ir ļoti smagi jāstrādā, jātrenējās un jāiegūt ļoti liels darbs, lai nepieviltu nevienu no jums.
What it means that probably it would be a big celebration in Latvia, but to win the trophy you have to put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, not to let anyone down.
And how do you see the matchup with Dortikoss compared to your other fights in the World Boxing Super Series?
Nebūs viegli cīņa, bet kā nevaru tā pateikt, kāda būs cīņa. Kā būsim sagatavojušies, kāds būs mājasdarbs izpildījis. Kurš būs labāk mājasdarbu izpildījis, tas arī uzvarēs.
It definitely will not be easy, but it's hard to tell how it's going to go. It all depends on the homework that we'll have to do until the 21st of March. As well as it's done, as well the fight will go.
Thanks, Maris. Let's open the floor to some questions.
Vai ir kāda mainīsies tavu treniņu ikdienā trenēties šeit Latvijā, nevis siltajās zemēs. Otrs jautājums, kā ir mainījusies treniņu ikdienu pēc aiziešanas no darba policijā?
So the question from me direct was how Marius' training customs have changed with training here during the winter time and after he quit the police duties.
Nu, paldies Dievam, kā mēs redzam, laiks ir ļoti pateicīgs priekš sporta tagad un priekš treniņiem ārā. Tagad ir vieglāk, tagad tikai mēs koncentrējamies tikai uz savu profesionālu darbu, kas ir boks.
Thank God we can see outside that the weather is very suitable for training. And regarding the police duties, it's easier now that we can 100% focus only on boxing.
Gribu vairāk pēcāt, cik daudz tu esi skatījies, cik daudz tev nodara Dortikoss cīņa pret Gasiju, kas ir vienīgā, ko viņš zaudēs.
The question is how much has Marius been looking at the Dortikoss fight against Gasiev, the only fight that he has lost this fight, and how much it benefits. Can he see something there?
Nu, protams, ir, ko mēs skatāmies, izvērtējam, bet man liekas, jau mazliet divi dažādas stili pavisam.
Obviously, we've seen the fight and there are some things that we've looked at, but we're totally different style of boxers, me and Gasiev.
Smaidiem par treniņu procesu pieļauju, ka tur visticamāk nav būtiski atšķirīgi no iepriekšējiem. Domāju, par starīgiem parunājumiem tādā garā, bet tīri mentāli ir tas, ka ir fināls, to domās kā tam gatavoties, jo katra nākamā cīņa, protams, ir svarīgāka, bet titula cīņas, fināla cīņa, kā tas ietekmē.
So the question is again about preparation to Marius. It has been obviously similar to the previous experiences, but now it's about the final, so whether there's something new in preparation specifically to be ready for the final fight at the tournament.
Katra cīņa, protams, ir svarīga. Šeit ir, es domāju, ka viena no svarīgākajām dzīvē. Tāpēc ir ļoti pareizi viss jāizdara. Atbildība liela un teiksim, mums likts ir arī redzam, kādas trofejas likts uz cīņu. Tāpēc arī tā ir jāsagatavojas ļoti labi. Muļķīgi būtu, ja es droši vien kaut kādīgi attiektos pret to neatbildīgi.
Preparation for every fight is a little different, but we are doing the best we can. This will be one of the most important fights of my career, and especially with such trophy being on the table in the cards, it would be silly for me not to do everything in my power to be ready for the team first.
Raimons varbūt pārtulkos un jautājums Kalnim Zaurim. Gadās tā, ka kādam no sportistiem ir trauma. Esam redzējuši, ka arī dopinga dēļ noņem no cīņas. Kas notiek, ja kāds no bokseriem nevar cīnīties šajā mačā?
Question to Kalle. There are different circumstances when a boxer can get injured or someone's taking off because of doping or whatever else. What happens if any of the boxers are not ready to participate in the tournament final?
In other words, one of the guys is unavailable. Yeah. As always at the WBSS, we have a reserve plan. We have currently discussions with certain reserve fighters. We will always look a little bit at the circumstances as well. We saw that in season 1 with George Groves versus Callum Smith. This is boxing. I've had all sorts of, use some bad language up here, but I won't do it here. But I've had all sorts, you know. We had in season 1, we had all 4 of the 2 finals. All 4 guys were injured. I've never seen this before in boxing, but when you're at this level and you have this level of competition and you have a quarter-final, a semi-final and a final, 3 tough fights, then unfortunately, you know, they push themselves, not so much in the fight, but in the training camp, so much to the limit that injuries are more likely than in normal boxing. On the other hand, I think they both are seasoned professionals. They know when to pace themselves. They have great teams, both as great trainers. But yes, of course, we have a contingency plan, we have a reserve plan, but we would look, of course, at what the nature of the injury is, what the nature of the situation is, and make a decision there. But as always, very, very quickly. That answers the question.
All right.
Say something real quick.
Of course.
I wanted to say on behalf of Caribe Promotions, wanted to thank you once again to Kelly, the World Boxing Super Series, the whole team. We've been fortunate and blessed to be here, getting to know them. You know, we're like family now. We started back in 2017 in Monaco, the first season, the first press conference, which has been definitely a platform that Dortikoss has grown, matured. He's a seasoned veteran. He's become now a world champion, 2-time world champion. We want to thank him and thank his team. Our other partner, Warriors Boxing, as well, a co-promoter, that because of this opportunity, we've been able to showcase his skill set. And come Saturday, March 21st, you will be able to see and know why Dortikoss, he is going to be the #1 in the world. He's going to be the Muhammad Ali recipient, 2-time world champion, and his legacy moved forward, carrying Muhammad Ali's legacy. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Luis. And yeah, thanks, Raymond, Luis, Myris, Uniel, and Kalle. We will now move on to the head-to-head photo.
Your phone is visible.